Pisces, gang, 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 what it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message from my Piscean soul family. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides give us exactly what we need to know for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Messages are general, you guys, okay? So take what resonates with you and leave the rest for whoever it's for. It's how tarot goes. Don't try to force a story. Cross watchers, place yourself where you belong in the reading, okay? Take a moment and click that like button, guys. It helps the channel in such tremendous ways you can't even imagine, okay? So it might seem like a small little feat, but it's not. It really helps us to show up in the algorithm, and it helps us grow as a family, okay? If you've been here more than once and you haven't already made it official, you may want to go ahead and click that subscribe button as well, okay? And the notification bell, so you can be notified when I upload for this sign, okay? So you guys, I don't really know where to begin. Okay, I'm getting the urge to take my time with this, but I'm also feeling like forced and rushed. And I do feel like that's the energy of this person. It's almost like they're wanting to channel a message through me. This is somebody who either feels like they cannot get into contact with you, or they don't feel comfortable enough to approach you or to initiate a conversation or initiate a meeting up. I feel like this is somebody who maybe got a little bit too comfortable, okay, in the situation that you guys cultivated with one another. You made this person feel extremely comfortable. You did that out of true love, genuine love, right? And sincerity and loyalty. I do feel like there may have been 1 to 2 betrayals in this connection. Even though the betrayals don't come off as something that this person did purposefully or maliciously, it still, in fact, hurt you. You know, I mean, 2 things can coexist and 2 things can hold meaning at the same time, if that makes sense, right? 2 things can be right. So this person definitely may not have had any intention to want to hurt you, because it does seem like they had a lot of love, emotions, and just a desire, more of a need to keep you around, to keep you in their life, to keep you, you know, in close proximity. But there are habits that are here that definitely may be operating within this person on a subconscious level that just would not allow them to be great, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so this could be somebody who's definitely playing the victim. Even though they made this bed themselves, they feel like there are forces outside of them. Okay, these habits, these quote unquote demons, these could be addictions, these could be the need to be validated by other people or have multiple people around, or to actively not even think about other people's needs. That might just be something that's habitual for them. And it's like, to them, they're stating like, but I don't mean to do that. But me doing that doesn't mean that I don't love you. Me doing that doesn't mean that I don't care about you. Me doing that doesn't mean that, you know, I want it to hurt us or break us. But I feel like that's exactly what it did. You have standards, and this person just wasn't able to meet those standards, even though they tried really, really hard, okay? They are giving me codependent vibes. Here's the issue that I had with the pre-shuffle. So what we have coming out is Moon, Empty Space, and I Visit You in Your Dreams, okay? The card that stuck out the most is the Empty Space card, because I feel as though, for some reason, this is an individual that gives me... They give me the vibes of a person who keeps people around to fill a void, okay? And the issue with that is when you keep people around to fill up space or to fill a void, then you can't truly value them at the rate in which they're really going. You understand? You will always fall short, or you will always fall short on a mental level in reference to how high they are on your priority list, how much you feel you need to put effort in, how much you need to prioritize them, etc., etc. They will always fall short on your list of whatever, fill in the blank, because they're just a means to an end. And I feel like this person has a habit of doing that in all of their connections, not just romantic connections, but the one with you more specifically. This habit has brought things to an end. It does feel like that cycle is closed. Okay, you may have given them a couple of times to be able to treat you as a placeholder. Okay, for some of you, this person may have always made like underhanded statements that would put you in the mind frame that you're a option, or that they have other options, or that they're not in it for the long haul. You understand? And I feel like their actions also matched up with that. And that is where I feel you stepped in and started really exerting your own power, standing in your own strength, in your own self-worth. Because you do know how much you're worth. You do. And so now you're in a space in your life where you're not going to tolerate people who do not acknowledge that, or people who want you to dumb down your price, or put yourself on sale, put yourself on the clearance rack, put yourself in the thrift shop, you know, people wanting discounts and whatnot. I don't care how much history you have with them, because the moon card is about cycles and about people who feel comfortable with treating you a certain way, or being able to have access to you in a certain way. People who may get in a habit, right, of treating you a certain way, or in a habit of you not possibly speaking up for yourself all the time, or allowing things to slide every so often. This could be this person in particular, which feels like more of a romantic connection, but this could be across the board in all of your connections and relationships. People may take advantage of your kindness, right, like of your need to or your want, I should say, not a need, because you may have had some codependency on wanting to make people happy around you and wanting to make people comfortable, right? That may have fed something within you. But now it's more of a want, and you also have a criteria that people will have to follow in order to get those benefits. All right. Now that will pose as a problem, because the moon card suggests that your past is showing up, not just this person, but a lot of people of the past, as well as yourself, your past self. So that leads me to believe that there's been some form of transformation, or some form of just really substantial changes that you're making in your life, the way that you're handling people, the way that you are prioritizing yourself, more importantly. And that might be putting people in a position to also have to change. Okay? Also have to change how they rely on you, change how they view you, change how they treat you, change how they try to lean on you, or how they try to gain things from you. And this person is no different. Now, there are a lot of emotions going on at once in regards to this individual in particular, okay? You nurtured this person in some form of way, which also gave them the idea that you weren't just, the kind of love that you shared with them felt deeper than other connections. It was sort of like a nurturing kind of love that you were giving this person, almost like a motherly or fatherly type of comfort, you know, like everything is going to be okay. Lots of pep talks, lots of, you know, rooting them on, right? So this is somebody who may have gotten really comfortable with the dynamics again, okay? So there's a void here that this person is seeking to fill, and with the moon card here, it does suggest that you've had a couple of cycles with them trying to place you back into this position in their life, this empty space. But again, that's alarming, because there's still no value being placed there. You know, it's like a placeholder, as I keep stating. So that does worry me, because they're still showing up like this. This is somebody who may have bumped their head a couple of times, and they continue to fall down the same pathways or sabotage things in the same way in all areas of their lives. But they still are playing victim, and that's not allowing them to see things from another perspective, which will allow change, and which would change the way that they're approaching this. At this juncture, they're still approaching it the exact same. Now, for some of you with this I visit you in your dreams card, this is somebody who you've either blocked, right? Or you set some very firm boundaries that leads this person to either believe that you're not approachable, or that it's not safe for their ego in particular to approach you, to text you, to call you, to message you, or to be in contact with you. They either feel this on a energetic level, or this is something that you've actually told them, right? Or things may have ended in an abrupt manner, or maybe a not so pretty, right, argument, incident, back and forthness, take it how it resonates, they feel like they can only approach you on a 5D level. So you will either begin, if this is your message, you're going to begin to encounter this person in dreams. This doesn't feel like, oh, they just pop up in your dream randomly. It feels like a very intrusive dream that they're trying to accomplish here. They want to place themselves in your mind. So this is already occurring, or it will begin to occur. Dang. It feels like the kind of dream that you kind of jump up out of your sleep, right? Wakes you up abruptly out of your sleep. Or one that is in your mind for the duration of the next day. Something like that, right? This is somebody who wants to infiltrate your space on a mental level. And that might be their plan or ploy to try and get you to contact them, right? Or have a conversation. Man, this could be a Cancer for some of you, not necessarily though. There's definitely some hidden emotions that this person has for you, you guys. You may not have even known that their feelings for you was this deep. For some of you, you also had very intense feelings for this person as well. But those feelings do seem to be dwindling away by the day. So them intruding your dreams may also be an attempt to hold on to you, and energetically at least. Dang. Yeah, this person feels like if they can get into your thoughts or into your mental space, then your instinct will automatically be to see what's up with them, to text them, to call them. They don't feel safe enough. Their ego, okay? Their ego is sending them like alarm bells, okay? Ring the alarm is what I'm hearing. And it's telling them to not move towards you. So they feel unsafe. Why would this person feel unsafe? That's odd, guys. That's odd. All of the cards scream that they want to say something while simultaneously screaming that they are not moving. Okay, we have it's time for action. So this is new moon in Aries. This person does want change, and they do want to take action. They want to take control, but they just might not know what approach is going to be successful. And again, I do feel like you're holding the ball is in your court right now. You're holding all the cards, right? So they want to be strategic, but I feel like they just keep running into a dead end whenever they think about what actions they may want to take. For some reason, they feel like you're going to curse them out, or you're going to reject them, or you're going to really tell them about themselves or something to that effect, especially if there was a betrayal that ended things this time. Yeah, this person, you guys, is actually quite sad. And I don't know if it stems from something that they have gone through in their past. They're not able to, this person is not able to attach to people emotionally, like not in the traditional sense. They will have all the feelings for a person and all the wants and desires to cultivate a life with someone and be in relationship. But they still have a very bad habit of viewing people as a means to an end, as I just keep hearing that with that empty space card. And that leads them to put themselves in positions to always be the one getting the benefits out of all of their relationships, rather than the one figuring out what they need to do to add to the connection or add to the relationship, right? Like, it's just... a part of me feels like they feel like that's okay. I can change your life. Yeah, this person is very, very arrogant in some ways, you guys, okay? They do have the emotions, but I don't know who bigged them up over time. This could just be that they get a lot of attention, or a lot of people desire to date them. This could be something that their parents instilled in them. This could be goals that they feel like they have met in an allotted amount of time within their life. There's something that makes them feel like they hold a great value to other people's lives, and that then makes them believe that that if they want something, right, if something is missing, then they should be able to have it, right? It's like a sense of the ultimate sense of entitlement. So I do feel like this person wants to change your mind. They may want to get some more information about where you stand emotionally or what your thoughts are in particular, okay, in regards to some form of a reconciliation or moving forward. But there's still, keep in mind, okay, there's no judgment. Everybody doesn't want to release their person, but this still gives me the energy of somebody who is showing up for the betterment of themselves, you guys, with their main interests at heart, okay? It's very uncomfortable to be out of relationship, especially with you. This is a part of their life that they feel is not moving or is not of value. So they need to fill it up. And that annoys me because, yeah, you're not a means to an end, okay? You are of great value, in fact. Otherwise, they wouldn't be, you know, racking their brain about how to get you back. Yet this is still someone showing up like, well, are you going to deny me? Like, you know, I have the ability to really change things for you. When in fact, I feel like this is somebody who maybe added a lot of stress that you didn't have prior to dealing with them. It was the exact opposite, in fact. Okay, they do find you extremely attractive, but they also find themselves extremely attractive. What the hell is going on here? What is this? I feel like every time I give you a compliment, they then give themselves a compliment in this reading. It's wild. And what would give them the bright idea that you're going to turn back around and go back towards them? Lots of desperate energy, desperate feelings, a bit of panic in there a little bit. They may be trying to feign as if they're okay, or as if, you know, they'll be able to find another one. They may have even attempted to do that, you guys, okay? To try and replace you or to try and start dating. And they're comparing everyone to you. They are comparing every single person to you. Their looks, the way that they talk, the way that they chew, the way that they respond to specific questions, the way that they handle them, how their tone and and perspective sounds through text message. I mean, they're being extremely critical of these people, all with the intent to try and replace you, but that has not occurred, you guys. They are failing epically. Dang, they may be having moments of silence in the car is what I'm hearing. Like talking to spirit. They want to pull you back towards them to talk to them. And with this I can change your life card, I do feel like they want to place an offer here. I do feel like the offer can seem pretty substantial to other people, and it may have even been an offer that seemed substantial to you in the past, but now you view this person differently. Like you have a different opinion and a different outlook on them. It's not so fresh and untainted anymore. So this might in fact turn you off. I can change your life. Like who do you think you're I don't need you to change my life, bitch. I can change my life. I've already changed my life, in fact, and we're starting with kicking you out there, bitch. You're done, okay? You're gone. No más. Comprende? Like, you're out of here. Yeah, I feel like this person is very, very, they're really confident, guys. They're extremely confident in themselves. They really appear to be somebody who feels like they got it going on. They may even get confused when people don't want to F with them, when people don't want to, you know, deal with them or date them or be around them or solidify things with them, okay? I'm even hearing intuitively that they may have even offered you to start dating exclusively, and a good majority of you turned that down. That would have shocked this person. Almost like, well, if anybody would jump at the chance. Like, I've been single for the longest. I always turn people down, and you're the one turning me down. So that alarms me a little bit as well. your actions and you standing your ground, right? Not just falling for the okie doke. Undecidedness, your indecisiveness about who they are and being with them or either having them in your life. You even if you just went back and forth on it or said that you needed to think about it, really confused this person. That was confusing behavior to them. Like anybody would jump at the opportunity to just be with them. Wow. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Damn. 6 of Swords. Yeah, so either their parents, their mom, their dad, people in their lives, they may have been really popular in like high school and stuff like that. They're still holding on to that notion of who they think they are. But now we're in the real world, okay? And now we're dealing with real life adult relationships. This is not how that works, son. This is not how that works, ma'am, sir, sis. You have to actually do the work. You don't get to just talk the talk. You have to actually walk the walk. So this is somebody who feels like you have, by this behavior of yours, whether, I don't know what you've done, you've either cut them off outright, disappeared for some of you, told them that you are undecided, you need some space, maybe there was just a disconnect or you're just not as close as you used to be. This confusing behavior of yours, they feel like they're looking at that as you turning your 10 of Cups upside down, but I don't feel like this person was making you as happy as they may feel they were inside. This is almost somebody who feels like you should just be happy if they come home, if they exist in your life, if they're living and breathing, that kind of thing. See, 7 of Wands, yeah. And you've created these true, almost inaccessible boundaries to get over, you guys. Wow, 2 of Cups. I mean, this victimhood is just unbelievable to me. Because I feel like for a good majority of you, you even let this person know where they were falling short, where they were dropping the ball, or where the changes would be needed. And it went in one ear and right out the other. Because we're still playing victim here. Okay, there's still someone playing victim. There's still someone wanting to be chased, possibly, with that it's time to take action card. Holding on to their feelings, their emotions when they really want to express this. But I also feel like this is somebody who wants these emotions to be expressed to them. They feel like that's the entitlement thing. Remember, like, you should be the one expressing your undying love to me. Like, I can literally change your life. So I don't know what this person feels like they have, you guys. Is it their looks? Is it their money? Is it their assets? Is it their, I don't know. It's something that they really hold in a very high regard and high standard, and that goes over everything, even morals. And they feel like people should be seeking to be a part of that. Okay, they feel extremely important. Like, Google me, bitch, I'm famous. Like, you ask about me. Okay. So with that kind of entitlement and boisterous behavior, I can only imagine it makes sense, makes total sense why they're so confused that you're willing to turn this down. They will attempt again. That's what it's looking like here with the 7 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Very hefty offer, like I said. But it's like one of those offers like, are you making a deal with the devil sort of thing, you know? Because even though they're willing to show up in it feels like a very surface level type of way. It could just be materialistically. And then on the other end, be very emotionally detached and unavailable. That's just one example. There's something that they're willing to offer, but then everything else besides that is lacking severely. They almost feel like those things shouldn't matter because what they're offering you would change your life. See, Page of Pentacles. It's just not quite enough. They feel like their offer is the Ace of Pentacles, which is a pretty substantial offer, right? Like that is one of the biggest offers in the deck. Okay, lots of sustainability and security. It's one that people would definitely jump for. This is what this person believes of their offer. Wow. And you view the offer as Page of Pentacles. something that's not quite meeting the mark, something that will most certainly not change your life. It's not a life-altering offer. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, there is something substantial that is still missing from their offer, but they believe that people should take it for the sake of love, especially with this Two of Cups in the center here of the reading. Dang. Almost like they want you to live in la la land and pretend like those other things are not necessary for your happiness, or not. They almost don't want you to recognize their lack and only look at how they're showing up. All because they would have never offered it to anybody else. So you should be grateful. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. 10 of Wands. Wow. And the Magician. Exactly. So here's how I believe you're viewing things, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. There were emotions there with the Two of Cups. There were most certainly great times. The two of you had a good time together, right? Lots of fun. But there were also lots of very burdensome times, hard and difficult times, confusing times, times where you weren't able to really decipher if this was worth it anymore. Worth it. Worth your time, your money, your effort, your body, your energy. Right? Got very heavy in certain instances in this connection. And the reason why I feel like the Six of Swords came out is because you ultimately decided that it wasn't worth it, right? Like, they're viewing their offer as this huge outpouring of romantic love, and, you know, and anybody would want this, and anybody would want me, and anybody would jump at the opportunity. And you're like, well, it's really it's really on page level. Like, it's really a Page of Pentacles kind of offer. Okay, I could really do better than this by myself, actually. And it's not as if this is somebody who doesn't have all of the capabilities to show up the way you want them to. So that's something that's also burdensome. You're no longer wanting to make excuses for them, which I feel like you may have done in the past, right? Giving them time, allowing them to get used to the idea of who you are and what you require, etc., etc. They definitely had everything within them to come towards you and cultivate the life the two of you would have needed, right? Like the foundations you would have needed to progress. But they still just choose to pick out just one little small pentacle. And the excuse that they're using is that that's the most that they've ever given anybody. And so that's why it should be good enough. It's mind-boggling, you guys. It's mind-boggling, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Dare I say, if they're able to get beyond your boundaries in some kind of way, right now they're using their access through the 5D. Okay? Now, if you didn't outright tell this person to not contact you, or don't come anywhere near you, back, give me 50 feet, if you didn't block them, if none of that occurred, then this is just someone who knows that they still want to show up in the same way. So it's almost as if they're trying to finesse the offer, say it in a different way, but it's still the same exact offer type of thing. It's weird, you guys. I also feel for some of you, don't take it if it doesn't resonate. You know your person better than I do. I also feel for some of you, they have definitely attempted to date many of other people. See? Really putting their energy out there. They needed to fill that void, fill that empty space. This is somebody who possibly can't be alone, with themselves, with their own thoughts. They may have a lot of demons. They may be codependent on relationship, right? That doesn't mean that they're exclusive with everybody that they deal with, but they need to be around people, right? Like, they need to have people vying for their time. They need a good morning text every day. They need to know that there's someone who's worried about them, caring about them, waiting for them, that type of thing. So we have twin flame that showed up in the reverse. And so did watching you, that showed up in the reverse as well. So if you were thinking that this was twin flame energy, it is showing up as not being that. But that would explain the intensity, and that would also explain the amount of cycles that were tolerated, okay? And the amount of times that you allowed this person to come back. Very intense, lots of chemistry. If you have been intimate with this person before, like sexually intimate, they may have stepped outside, okay, and it was whack. They hated it. That only amplified how much they started thinking about you. That only amplified how much they started realizing how great of a fit the two of you would have been, but only from their perspective, meaning you really filled this person's cup up, okay? You were their 10 of cups. I don't believe that they were your 10 of cups, though. You can correct me if I'm wrong. This person is not showing up as someone who is actively trying to make you happy or do things to make you happy or satisfy you or satisfy your desires, and quite frankly, someone who is even interested in knowing what your desires were. Very selfish, you guys, okay? I mean, that's an understatement, a severe understatement. And they're still appearing that way. With watching you in the reverse, I don't believe that you're focused on this person like at all, even though they may want that to be the case. That is why they want to show up in your dreams. They want to gain access in another way, getting your mind to then have you take the initiative to contact them and start a conversation or something like that. Wow. All right, let's go over to the extended, guys, okay? I really want to wrap things up. We will, of course, have new love in the extended, of course, okay? I want to see what this person's intentions are moving forward, all right? That's going to be really important. I want to see what they hope to become of things between the two of you, since it seems that they're not releasing this, okay? Energetically, emotionally, mentally, like they are not letting go of this. There's a lot of persistence here. They almost have like a laser focus on you. Even if they were dating other people, that is out the window now. Their full focus and attention is on you. I want to see, has this person made any significant changes to fix the habits that have continued to show up and to fix themselves, to show up for you better? That's for those of you who still see it for them. That's going to be very, very important, and that will be necessary for the longevity and things. Otherwise, it does appear that things will just end again if they have not, okay? I also want to see what was the lesson here for you, all right? That'll let us know why this all had to happen, and that'll also let us know if you've already learned that lesson, which gives us a good idea of if that next cycle is right on the brink of starting for you. I want to see, what do they plan to do next? So how are they going to approach you? What are their next steps as well as their intentions, so that you could prepare yourself? And then we will look at the best possible outcome, whether you decide to re-engage with this person or go in the opposite direction. No judgment at all. I'm going to look at both potential outcomes. I also want to see how you can best prepare yourself to and set yourself up for success in this next cycle coming up. And then we're going to get right into new love. So who's coming towards you? All right. What are they like? You know, what's their personality like? How will the two of you potentially meet? I want to know what their purest intentions for you are going to be, okay? Why are they single? Truthfully, according to the divine, because they could tell you anything. And then I also want to see, what does entering into a relationship with this person actually look like, okay? Are they going to show up the same, you know, as the knight in shining armor and then turn into a nightmare once you've connected with them and have made things exclusive, right? Are they going to shift and change? What does a relationship with this person look like? Is it equally yoked? And then we're going to look at what the potential is for things to go all the way into union within the near future, okay? So please click that like button first, as well as the subscribe button, okay? And I'm gonna put the link for the extended down below in the description box. Let's really dig into this. What an interesting reading. I want to know what's going on, so I'm gonna see y'all over there. All right.